So it is getting easier and easier for me to manifest money and financial abundance as a feminine woman doing this. Hi, I'm Lyndosha, and I am an attorney, and I am also your favorite money mentor and money teacher. I am literally a person who has a very full and rambunctious lifestyle. And one of the things that I recognized in my own wealth building journey as a feminine woman is that I needed ways to earn money and manifest money that were not the traditional ways of like hustling and bustling. As an attorney, I've done making money that way. I literally have worked hard my whole entire life. But the truth of the matter is, once I began to embrace certain roles in my life, I just really recognized that I could not sustain operating at those levels. And I decided, you know what? I am going to go on a journey and I am going to learn how to both embrace my feminine energy as a woman, that part of me that loves to rest, that part of me that wants to invest in my self-care, that part of me that is a nurturer, that part of me that values my relationships and my connections, that part of me that values having fun and enjoying my life and being more in the lighter spaces and more in the playful spaces in life, while also making money, while also manifesting financial abundance. And so today I want to teach you guys a method that has just made this so much easier for me. I am hoping that it's going to make it easier for you guys too, as you are on your journey to manifesting money. Because one of the things that I know is that as feminine women, it is super important, super important for us to have access to enough wealth. And when I say wealth, I don't just mean, this idea of wealth only being your happiness or your joy or your health. Yes, those things are true. Those things make you really wealthy. But the truth of the matter is you need cash. You need money. You need the real dollars, right? And so I am very spiritual. I love all of the woo-woo, but I am also very practical. And today is going to be a lesson that bridges both of those things together. So I want you to get your journals out and come have this very quick lesson with me. So the thing that made it super easy for me to manifest more financial abundance in my life as a feminine woman is something called doing a regular wealth inventory. So what do I mean when I say this, right? A wealth inventory is literally looking at what God gave you, looking at the things that God has already given you, real items that you know are your gifts, your talents, and your abilities, and taking an inventory of those things and becoming very self-aware of what those things are. And then after you become self-aware of what those things are, begin to actually, guess what? Write them down. So it is the end of the year. It is the end of 2024. And so I am actually in the middle of doing a wealth inventory right now. I don't know if you guys can tell. I am like probably on page 2 or 3 of my wealth inventory at this point, because I do live a very abundant life. And one of the things that you're going to recognize as you guys continue to train with me and continue to be a part of my femininity and also my wealth building and cash communities, you are going to recognize that abundance, especially abundance, having an abundant energy around the good things in life, right? When you have an abundant energy around the good things, the more you write them out, the more you're like, oh my gosh, I literally already have a lot of stuff. I literally already have so many things on the inside of me that I can use in order to bring forth and manifest physical wealth. The truth of the matter is, I saw in my life, and if you guys are really into your financial life and into growing your financial life, comment below and tell me if this has worked for you as well. I recognize something that was very true for me is the more that I connect with what my natural gifts and what my natural talents are, the more confident I became in articulating my articulating my worth and being able to ask for what I was worth and the prices that I wanted to have in my life, right? When you are not aware of what you already have, when you are not aware of wealth, when you're not attached to the internal wealth, the gifts that you have on the inside of you, what ends up happening is you have a really big, deep disconnect between, well, what am I going to do to earn money, right? Whenever people come to me and they're ready to coach and they're like, Lyndosha, I want to earn more money. I want to live my dream lifestyle. I want to live a life where I'm not really worried about money. I want to live a life where I'm receiving money from all different areas, which you guys know my story. That is where I currently am now. My money does not come from one place. It comes from multiple places in my life. When you embrace a more open and expansive reality around wealth, then one of the things that you start to recognize is that physical wealth mimics what you believe about yourself on the inside, right? And so I'm going to go with you guys right now on this self-awareness activity that I have for you, because this is something that we will come back to on our weekly calls on Wednesday. Those of you who move from my online community into my private community, whereby we are dealing with our feminine energy and we are also dealing with our dream lifestyles on a practical weekly basis, i.e. we're checking in with each other weekly on our desires and goals and seeing how much progress we make. That is one of the big things we do in my private community. We are going to come back to the wealth inventory. As a matter of fact, next Wednesday, when we start back up on January the 1st it's either at 1 p.m. or 1:30 p.m. I have to look back at the course dashboard to make sure that I have the timing right. But it'll be either 1 or 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will talk about this wealth inventory as we go into the new year in 2025. Why? Why is it so important for you to be self-aware of what you have as your wealth building activities? Is because when it is time for you to show up at your job or show up at your place of work or show up in your business and now start to navigate conversations of cash, right? Conversations around the money, the wealth, the work. You need to know how to sell yourself. You need to know how to sell yourself as it relates to what's valuable to the other person. So for me as an attorney, one of the things that I bring to the table that's a natural wealth inventory is my wisdom. I bring a very intelligent mind. I literally wrote these things down. I bring understanding. I bring a sense of playfulness and lightness to very serious matters. And the reason why I can move in and out of taking a serious matter and making it lighter is because I understand the process of transformation for a lot of my clients, right? If you come to me with an issue that is stressing you out, I've been trained to know how to navigate it to bring you back to a place of peace. And so by the end of the conversation, most of my clients are laughing and they're like, oh my God, Ms. Jameson, I feel so much better. But the reason you feel better is because of what's called a wealth inventory. I've applied the various skill sets that I have in order to bring to you a solution for your problem. And that wealth inventory exercise is very, very valuable, i.e. when you are saying, okay, it's going to be $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever the pricing is for your packages. For them to work with you, they're like, okay, this is a no-brainer, right? And many of you, you're like, well, Lyndosha, you're a lawyer. Of course, you can charge larger amounts. I don't charge larger amounts for my work here on personal development unless you work with me one-on-one. Most of my offerings here in the personal development world are $27, $37 offerings, all the way up to, if you coach with me, it's $199 a month, right? So whether you're talking about smaller amounts or larger amounts, or if you go into the real estate world, where I am, and it's multiple six-figure transactions that are leading up to 7 figures, right? There are 5 to 6 multiple six-figure transactions that I do in the real estate investment world. It doesn't matter what number we're talking about. It matters that when I speak, I know what I'm bringing to the table as far as wealth. And so many women have not done it. Right here, when I come and I speak to you guys, I'm bringing glowing skin. You guys are like, Lyndosha, you've developed skills in self-care. You've developed skills in beauty. That's outside of the law, but it is still valuable. But without you sitting down And looking at where you are already wealthy and rich, you are going to struggle to be able to, as a feminine woman, name a price and actually show up in the world based off of what you are worth. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and then also tell me your key takeaways. Where do you really need to beef up your wealth inventory? And have you ever done this type of exercise before? Is this something that's really important to you on your journey? Speak with me and let me know how you're feeling. And remember, we meet next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Love y'all. Bye.